What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and happy 3/16 day. And we got another roundup as always, talking all the latest pro wrestling news. And before getting Claymore Kick, consider becoming a sub to the channel if you like some of the wrestling talk, cause we obviously do it a bit too much of that over here. Anyways, let's start off by talking some Drew McIntyre and things that you probably missed from this week's Monday Night Raw. So as we know, Drew McIntyre has two big matches lined up over the course of a month, and this upcoming Sunday at Fastlane, he's going to be taking on Sheamus in one-on-one competition. WWE also confirmed that he will challenge Bobby Lashley for the WWE title at WrestleMania 37, so he is heated up, fired up for what's to come, something which he demonstrated on Raw Talk, as the former WWE champion made an appearance on that show after Monday Night Raw ended, and while discussing his feud with Sheamus, Drew McIntyre was in the middle of a passionate promo and ended up dropping the F. Not the WWF F, but the other one. That's not PG, and if I say it here, I'll probably get in trouble.
Sever our friendship, all that sorry.
After dropping it, he immediately went on to apologize, and it went something like this: "You're my best friend. You want to do that live on Raw? Sever our friendship, all that at blank." Which then he said, "Sorry, bleep me please. I'm Scottish. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get carried away," and apologized once again, indicating that that is usually not the language that he uses. But of course, he has been pushed over the edge over the last couple of weeks, so it's almost right for him to feel that way. And I don't know about you guys, but this is one of the awesome things that I like about Raw Talk and Talking Smack. The superstars are able to come out there and just pretty much have an open mic. Now, we're not done there just yet with Drew McIntyre, because this past Monday night, during his promo, he also ended up mocking the AEW Revolution Botch ending. And this is something that not a lot of people are talking about it, because it was a very subtle one. When talking to Bobby Lashley and MVP, in his promo, Drew McIntyre stated the following, and I quote, "I noticed that MVP made some guarantees tonight. That's such a dangerous thing to do in this industry. If you make a guarantee and don't deliver, fans get upset and sparks fly." End quote. I don't think that needs some explanation as to how that is mocking AEW. Obviously it is, and if you happen to notice it when he was delivering the line live, I give you some props because it was a quick one. AEW takes digs at WWE multiple times a week. This time it seems like WWE was tagged in. Onto some other news, we are talking at the latest in regards to Fastlane, a brand new matchup being confirmed, and a major return that is already rumored to happen. First off, we got the Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan Universal Championship match. The WWE Women's Tag Team titles will be on the line as Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler take on Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Big E versus Apollo Crews for the WWE IC title. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. And although it's not official just yet, Ali of Retribution did went on Twitter and challenged Matt Riddle to a rematch at Fastlane for the United States Championship. With him making the challenge, it pretty much means that is gonna happen. So that is an extra match added into the show. The last big matchup that was confirmed, or I guess a challenge, is Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. And not really a surprise here, but there's already reports and speculations indicating that this is where the Fiend is gonna be coming back. It makes all the sense in the world for it to happen. There have been rumors indicating that WWE wants to do a special matchup between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton at WrestleMania, something similar to the Firefly Funhouse match that went down last year, but this time with Randy in it and probably a lot of different elements. And when you think about it, Fastlane is the perfect time for WWE to bring back Bray Wyatt or the Fiend or whatever new gimmick it is that he's gonna be coming back with. Alexa Bliss been teasing the return of him rising back up like a phoenix. She continues to hunt Randy Orton and continue to indicate that he is coming and that Randy Orton is gonna have to pay for everything that he has done. Now Randy Orton got a chance to take out Alexa Bliss at Fastlane, but it's kind of obvious that WWE setting this match for Bray to finally return, quote-unquote save Alexa Bliss, or just set Randy Orton up for some kind of trap, all leading to that WrestleMania match that we know WWE been building for over 5 months now. It's kind of crazy that we haven't seen The Fiend for over 3 months and a half now, but some way somehow WWE has managed to continue keeping all of that alive with Alexa Bliss. Really show you though how good Alexa Bliss has been in this role. Onto some other news, it looks like we might be getting the Asuka that we have been wanting ever since she was moved up from NXT. This week on Raw, Asuka got her revenge by pinning Shayna Baszler. She was clear after suffering a concussion and having a tooth knocked out by Baszler a couple of weeks ago, so she came back with some aggression. As we saw, Asuka came back and tried to stomp Shayna Baszler's face into an exposed turnbuckle, which the referee ultimately had to stop her from doing so. And as WrestlingNews.co indicates, the announcers put a heavy emphasis on the fact that they quote-unquote have never seen this version of Asuka before. But as the report continued, this version of Asuka is somewhat close to what fans ended up seeing on NXT. And the big criticism about the way she is booked is that she no longer shows that mean streak that she used to have on NXT. Even when she was a babyface, she will go out there and just destroy. Right now, she's a babyface, and that is exactly what she is doing. She got more viciousness in her, and I hope WWE continues this. WrestlingNews.co indicates that it looks like she will have more of a mean streak heading into WrestleMania, where she is expected to defend the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. And I don't know about you guys, but I am all down for that. So yes, WWE, keep at it, and I hope it even leads into a heel turn for her. And the last piece of news, a lot of fans have been wondering if we will ever get that Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley match, and the topic has come up again and again, especially now that Bobby Lashley is WWE champion and is literally on his best run in WWE with the Hurt Business. Well, during the Wrestling Observer Radio, the possibility of this match was discussed, and it was revealed that WWE made a big promise to Bobby Lashley as part of him re-signing with the company 3 years ago. The Observer revealed that Bobby Lashley was promised a match against Brock Lesnar when he returned to WWE, and the only reason why we haven't gotten it just yet is because WWE just never got around it. It seems like this is a match that they do want to build up towards it, and it is money, but in the past they just never got to it. We obviously know that Bobby Lashley really wants that match against Brock Lesnar. It is literally one of the reasons why he came back to WWE. He even is willing to fight him in the MMA if that is what it takes. It will be very interesting whenever WWE finally decides to give us this, and I am all down to see it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Go ahead and stun that like button, and if you enjoy, hit those notifications. I'll see you on the next one. Stay savage.